Have you ever noticed how some people can walk into a room and lift everyone up while others just seem to drain the life right out of it? Or some people, when you see their name pop up on your phone with a text message, you're excited to open it and read. Others, it's a feeling of, ugh, what do they want now? What's the difference? The difference is whether somebody is primarily a giver or a taker. Are they adding value or are they extracting it? And what kind of person are you? Are you more of a giver or a taker? Today, we're going to look at how to become a person who brings something good to every interaction. Someone who isn't just guided by values, but actively adds value to the lives of others. Instead of wondering what you can get, we're going to start asking what we can give. So, how do you know if you're a giver or a taker? Well, you're going to have to start watching yourself to find out. Takers drain energy from other people. They dominate the conversation. They talk only about themselves. They never once ask how you're doing. They complain endlessly, not really looking for solutions, just complaining to be heard. And that energy exchange it's completely one-sided. They take and take and take. How much do you really want to be around them? Not much, right? But now think about the flip side. Think about someone who seems genuinely interested in you, who isn't rushing to have their opinions heard, who looks for ways to help you. They give far more than they receive. Have you ever met someone like that? I bet being around that person feels pretty good. One of the quickest ways to transform your relationships is to see yourself as someone who exists to bless others. Remember that idea of agape we've been talking about? This is that. When you meet someone new, your first thought should not be, what can this person do for me? Instead, start to ask, what value can I add here? How can I bless them? This shift affects more than just your friendships. It's actually the foundation of how human interaction and even economics work. When you become someone who prioritizes adding value rather than taking value, it changes the way you view your work. Work is basically you exerting time and energy and effort to solve problems that society wants solved. Problems that people care about enough to pay for. And there's two ways that you can show up to work. The taker shows up and does the bare minimum to get by and get their supervisor off their back so that they can collect their paycheck and ride the gravy train. It's about maximizing their time off, maximizing their paycheck as though they're entitled to it regardless of the quality of their work. They're a taker. A giver though? Well, a giver looks at work as an opportunity to provide value, not just to their organization or to their boss, but to the world. That's why work exists. It's to bring value to the world, to solve problems for people and improve their lives. So if you hate your job, maybe you don't see the value that you're adding, or it feels pointless because you haven't made that connection. But if you can find the connection between your contribution and the world's needs, you'll understand why what you do matters. And you can start to show up as someone who adds value. That's exactly what we're doing here at Freedomology. Our whole goal is to offer incredible value to you. We want to solve problems and help improve your life. We want to create something genuinely worthwhile. And as you start adding value, people take notice and they're attracted to that. If you've struggled to form deep friendships or maintain relationships, then this one shift from asking how can I extract value to how can I add value will change everything. So here's what I want you to do today. Pick one concrete way to add value to someone else's life, and then actually do it. And it doesn't have to be huge, just something that leaves them better off than before they met you. And then start to make it a habit. And if you do this, we want to hear about it, so leave a comment on this video or in the app. I've been amazed at how much this one shift has changed every relationship in my life, and I know that you will be too.